Hello and welcome to Parallax, where we look at life from how we work. Joining us today is Rachel Hoffberger. Rachel is with Planet Perfect. They are an event management and design firm in Baltimore. Rachel, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Could you walk through a typical day in the life of an event planner?
I don't know that there is such a thing, which is one of the things that I love about it the most. Every day is different, but we get to work with a ton of different types of people, and we make a lot of phone calls, we have a lot of meetings, a lot of site visits, so we're always doing something different every day. But bottom line is what it comes down to is we're there to help our clients.
So the events that you work on could be a wedding or a bar mitzvah, a corporate gala, fundraising, that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. We do all types of social events and celebrations, including corporate celebrations. So if a business just reached their 10th anniversary and they want to celebrate that, we've done grantee appreciation parties for nonprofits, and but about 90% of our business is weddings and other personal social events.
So what is the kind of background that you're coming to event planning? You've been doing this for about 8 years now?
I've been doing this full-time since 2008, and prior to that, I have a background in construction management. I went to school for architectural engineering technology, and that led me into a career in construction management. And a lot of the skills that I honed as a construction manager have carried over into my career as an event planner. It's a lot of the same skills, just applied differently.
Like what skills?
So scheduling, budgeting, bidding the project out. I didn't really realize that this was going to be a great career for me until I thought back to when I first started out in construction management, when I was first working full-time, and my boss was engaged to be married and she was planning her own wedding. And I asked her, how do you have the time to do all of this? You work here, 70 hours a week, and then you have to plan your own wedding. And she said, I'm doing it the only way I know how. I'm treating my wedding like it's a building. I have a timeline with a hard deadline, no extensions. I have a budget that I have to meet. I have different vendors that I need to bid the job out to, and then I award the project to each category of vendors, and then I make sure that they work well together. Same way you would make sure that a mason and an iron worker are, their work is timed together perfectly and that they're communicating with each other the way they should be. I have to make sure that the caterer and the rental company and the DJ and the florist are all on the same page, so that the florist doesn't arrive to drop off their centerpieces and the linens aren't on the tables yet.
So sometimes when you're planning something or when you're actually in the heat of an actual event, things don't go right.
Right.
As much planning as you may want to throw into it, something goes wrong. Mm-hmm. How often does that happen, or does it happen, and how do you meet something like that?
Inevitably, there's at least some little thing that goes wrong at probably every event. It's just a matter of the magnitude of that catastrophe or that issue. We've had everything from a car accident with the cake delivery person on the way to the venue where two cakes actually collided together and they had to be brought back to the bakery to be stripped of their icing and re-iced before they were re-delivered for the reception that we had to deal with, to just something little like a button popping off of a shirt. I mean, there's always something. But the key for us is to anticipate as much as possible. I mean, of course, nobody really anticipates a car accident happening. You can allow some extra time for driving just in case there's traffic, but nobody really plans for something like that. But for the little things, we have a really extensive emergency kit with us all the time. So, safety pins, hairspray, static guard, little things that can help throughout the day. One of my favorite things to say to a client is, hey, you want to hear something that wasn't funny until about 5 minutes ago when we fixed it? And then it's funny after the fact, and then they love hearing about it.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much for coming out and talking to us. You can find out more about Planet Perfect at planetperfectevents.com. And in the meantime, keep it between the white line and the ditches.